Thank you for that report on Ted Bailey Jr. getting eaten by a bear. Now, for our next news segment, we'll be going to Mr. Joe Stalin, our weather reporter. Joe?
Thank you, Mary. As you can see, this year's winter is probably one of the coldest winters we've ever had. The average temperature has been 25 degrees Fahrenheit. As the average temperature is 25 degrees Fahrenheit, when rain begins to fall, it turns into snow. And as you can see, the snow falls to the ground and it begins to accumulate. Why don't we ask this old man a few questions about this year's winter? Sir, why don't you come in here for a minute? We have some questions to ask you.
What do you want?
Well, sir, we're doing a weather report on how cold it has been this year, and I'd like to know what your take is. Some people have said that this year's winter has been the coldest winter we have ever had here in Wisconsin.
I would say no, it's not the coldest winter outside. I would say that I've experienced many winters much colder than this.
Sir, if you don't mind me asking, well, what do you think makes this winter so much different than the other winters you've experienced? And what have you experienced in your past winters?
Well, I feel like it's pretty warm outside. You see, there's not too many years where I've actually had a house to live in. So I've experienced many cold winters, much colder than this. I would say, well, back in 1882, when I was just a little boy, I had to walk to school both ways, uphill, through the snow, and we had snow up to the light poles.
Wait, would that snow be taller than that tree right there, sir?
Oh, definitely. The drifts would go over top of that building right there.
Right there, look at that.
And that's a fact. You can look it up in your textbooks.
I will do that, sir.
What else do you want me to say?
Well, I guess I'd like to know what you were doing outside today, sir. It is rather cold, I would think, and someone, no offense, your age, but I would think would want to be inside.
Well, you see, being inside is a little bit overrated. This is the first time I've been inside for about 10 years. But just this morning, I was eating my breakfast out in the snowbank, built a fort, played some Scrabble against myself. It was delightful, and I think I'm going to do it again later today.
Well, as you can see, this year's winter may not be the coldest winter we've ever had. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, and don't be a Nancy, because it's not that cold outside, so suck it up.
There you go, Mary. Words straight out of the old man's mouth.
Thank you, Mussolini, for that wonderful segment on the weather. And also, make sure you thank that old man for giving us some wise words of wisdom to live by. Stay tuned after these next commercials, as you won't want to miss Will Ferrell live in a cave teaching us how to make human fingers with gravy. Nope, scratch that. Chicken fingers with gravy and Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce.